Hey, how are you? Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the postseason 2019. Not sure if you had a chance to see. I certainly hope you did, but I was able to spend Saturday down in Bloomington, the IHSA offices, and did basically a breakdown hour after the pairing show on IHSA.tv. So again, appreciate getting a chance to go down and contribute, and it's a lot of fun. It wasn't fun driving to Bloomington and back in like a typhoon. I'm not kidding. It was pretty bad, but hey, survived it and was glad to be a part of it. And now here we are. Brackets are in front of us, and we're awaiting week one games to get underway. So let's get into this a little bit. So Class 6A. Well, one of the biggest questions going in was where will East St. Louis fall? And yes, they've fallen up, if you will. They are in 6A, one of the smallest teams in 6A. And the most popular question we got and I got was, well, can anyone beat East St. Louis? I don't know. This is a year, honestly, I think I would have loved to have seen the Flyers move up to 7. Heck, I would have loved to seen the Flyers move up to 8A this year because I think the team that they have, they would have certainly been very, very competitive in the Class 8A field. Still feel that way, and we'll see how things shake out here once the postseason has begun. But as far as the brackets overall, there's some pockets of really good teams and kind of banging heads against each other. Boy, then there's some pockets of wide open in 6A in particular. So let's get into this. To me, the two number one seeds, and again, maybe I'm just playing the chalk and not opening my eyes, but I've had a chance to see both teams in person this year and came away highly impressed with both. Talking about Prairie Ridge, the 1 seed at the north, and East St. Louis, the 1 seed at the south. Honestly, looking at the remainder of the playoff field here in the north, I don't see a team that I think can beat Prairie Ridge right now. Now, Simeon becomes a factor just from the fact that they are the 8 seed. They'll take on Lakes, the 9 seed, if the public league strike gets resolved, which as of right now, Monday afternoon, still really no traction there. Strike is still on, and we will have till the end of business tomorrow. And hopefully that gets resolved because you've got to be on the practice field Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to play on Saturday. So fingers crossed. I'm hoping that gets resolved and the Wolverines get a shot here. But really, if that's not the case, if Lakes gets the forfeit, it will be interesting to say the least for Prairie Ridge. And again, I mean, I can see potentially maybe a quarterfinal showdown with you-know-who. And again, I probably would have no problem going to watch that game again. But and things are always interesting when Cary Grove and Prairie Ridge get together. So that would be a fun one for sure. You go a little bit lower in the upper bracket in 6A, if you will, and boy, it's wide open. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Deerfield, the 2 seed. I mean, the Warriors have had a nice year under Steve Winecki, but I'll tell you right off the bat, I don't like the round 1 matchup against Crystal Lake South, so we'll see. Lake Forest is a 14 seed, might be the most dangerous 14 seed here. I know they've been up and down, but again, this team moving into 6A, it's dangerous. So it really looks dangerous. And by the way, I'm getting a call from a teacher, so public league teacher. So I'm going to let it go to voicemail. So again, we'll continue to roll on. But as I mentioned, that part of the bracket, boy, it is wide open. I mean, you could see Canelan can roll out of that side of the bracket as well. Working our way down to the south portion of 6A. I mean, you got to go with East St. Louis. I don't see really a whole lot of teams that can really match up for them for 4 quarters. I think the winner of maybe Richards Peoria can make things a little interesting. Still like the Flyers there. The lower part of 6, you've got Glenwood, and I know the Titans are looking to make a name for themselves and make a deep run. And boy, this seems to be the year if you're a Glenwood fan for sure. I like them coming out early, but I tell you what, even round 2, you could see a potential matchup with Lamont. And believe me, there's a short recent playoff history there between Lamont and Glenwood. Glenwood knocked out Lamont last year. In Glenwood, some Well, now again, I was getting this from the Lamont side, but some interesting calls in that game for sure. Glenwood ended up getting the win, but I think Lamont, if they can beat Springfield, could be a very interesting matchup there in the second round. And then you can't count Crete out of anything because Crete, I mean, athletically can hang with a lot of teams. I think down the line they could be an interesting matchup for a while with East St. Louis, but we'll see. Still a lot of work to be done to get there. So again, I hate doing it, but I really like the chalk in 6A. I like Prairie Ridge and East St. Louis quite a bit. But that's why we play the games, folks. Anything can happen in the postseason, and we'll be there to watch it and cover it and talk about it. So thanks for watching. Come back all this week. Tons of coverage coming your way. I'm going to just throw it all at you. So enjoy. See you soon.